Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're walking, cooking, driving, or just relaxing, thanks for making us part of your day.
Hi everyone. Today we're talking about something almost every English learner has experienced.
That's right. Before speaking English, many people first think in their own language, translate the sentence, and then finally speak.
Yes, and sometimes by the time I finish translating, the conversation has already moved on.
Exactly. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You're definitely not alone.
So today's question is simple. How can we stop translating and start thinking directly in English?
We'll answer that together with stories, examples, and practical tips you can use today. No difficult grammar, just natural English.
I like that already.
Let's begin with a simple question. Imagine someone asks you, "What are you doing this weekend?"
My brain immediately says the answer in my native language.
Exactly. Then your brain starts translating every word.
Sometimes I even forget the English word while translating.
That happens to many learners. But here's the interesting part. Translation isn't really the problem.
Really? I always thought translating was the biggest mistake.
Not at all. Translation is actually a normal step when you're learning a new language. It simply means your brain is building new connections.
So I'm not doing something wrong?
Absolutely not. The goal isn't to stop translating overnight. The goal is to make translation happen less and less until English becomes automatic.
That sounds much less stressful.
Let me tell you a short story. When my friend first started learning English, he translated every single sentence. Even ordering a coffee felt difficult. Someone asked, "What would you like?" Inside his head, he translated every word before answering. By the time he finally said, "I'd like a coffee, please," there was a long pause. He felt embarrassed.
I think many listeners have had moments like that.
Probably. But 6 months later, something changed. He watched short English videos every day. He listened to podcasts while walking. He spoke simple English to himself at home. One day, the same question came. "What would you like?" This time, he answered immediately. "I'd like a latte, please." No translation. It just came naturally.
That's amazing.
And that's exactly how progress happens, not in one big moment, but through hundreds of small moments.
So thinking in English isn't a special talent.
Exactly. It's simply a habit your brain can build every single day.
I already feel more confident hearing that.
Great, because in the next section, we'll share one simple exercise that helps your brain start thinking in English naturally, even if you're still a beginner.
Don't miss it. It's surprisingly easy.
Welcome back. In the first section, we learned that translation isn't a bad habit. It's a normal part of learning.
And we also learned that thinking in English is something we can train, just like any other skill.
Exactly. Now let's talk about one of the easiest ways to train your brain. Think in small English, not perfect English.
I think many learners try to make perfect sentences.
Yes, and that's where they get stuck. Imagine you're looking out the window. Don't think, "The weather appears to be exceptionally pleasant today." Just think, "Nice weather. Sunny today. I like this."
That's much easier.
Exactly. Your brain doesn't need perfect English. It needs fast, simple English.
So short sentences are actually better.
Especially at the beginning. Children don't learn their first language with long sentences. They start with simple ideas. Milk. I'm hungry. Let's go. Little by little, those simple sentences become longer.
That makes a lot of sense. Sometimes I try to say everything at once, then I forget half the words.
That's a very common problem. Instead of saying, "I was thinking that maybe if I have enough free time this weekend, I might go shopping with my friends," you can simply think, "Free this weekend. Go shopping. With my friends." Then, when you're speaking, you can naturally connect those ideas.
Wow, that feels much less stressful.
Let's practice together. I'll describe a situation. You answer with the first simple English that comes to mind. Ready?
Ready.
You wake up early.
I'm awake.
Great. You look outside and it's raining.
It's raining.
Perfect. You're hungry.
I need breakfast.
Excellent. See? No translation, just simple thoughts.
I like this exercise because it feels natural.
And you can do it anywhere, while walking, while cooking, while waiting for the bus. Simply look around and describe what you see. Big tree. Blue car. 2 children are playing. That coffee smells good.
So my daily life becomes English practice.
Exactly. You don't always need a textbook. Your life is full of English practice opportunities.
I never looked at it like that before.
Here's another important idea. Don't worry if you don't know every word. Use the words you already know. For example, maybe you don't know the word delicious. You can simply say, "This food is really good." The conversation continues. Communication is more important than perfect vocabulary.
That's a big relief. Sometimes I stop speaking just because I don't know one word.
Most native speakers do something similar. If they forget a word, they explain the idea in another way. That's real communication.
So being flexible is actually part of speaking naturally.
Exactly. Simple English spoken confidently is always better than perfect English that never leaves your mind.
I think that's my favorite sentence today.
Wonderful. In the next section, we'll explore another powerful habit that helps you think in English without even realizing it.
And it's something you can start doing today.
Welcome back. So far, we've learned 2 important ideas. First, translating is a normal part of learning. Second, simple English is much more powerful than perfect English.
I'm already looking at everyday situations differently. Everything feels like a chance to practice.
That's wonderful. Now let's talk about something that many successful English learners have in common. They spend time listening to English every single day.
Even when they're not studying?
Especially when they're not studying. Think about it. How did you learn your first language?
I didn't open a grammar book.
Exactly. You listened. You heard thousands of conversations. Little by little, your brain started recognizing patterns. The same thing happens with English.
So listening isn't just entertainment, it's training for the brain.
Exactly. Every podcast, every conversation, every short video, every English song, they all help your brain become more familiar with the language.
Sometimes I worry because I don't understand everything.
That's completely okay. Imagine you're putting together a puzzle. The first few pieces don't show much, but every new piece makes the picture clearer. Learning English works the same way. You don't need to understand 100%. Your brain is learning even when you don't notice it.
That makes me feel much better. Sometimes I understand only half of a podcast.
Half is great. Next month, maybe you'll understand 60%, then 70%. Progress is often quiet. You don't always notice it immediately.
Can I tell you something funny?
Of course.
Last week, I watched a short English video. I didn't understand every word, but yesterday I watched another one and suddenly I recognized a phrase before the subtitles appeared. I actually smiled.
That's a perfect example. Your brain remembered the expression because you'd heard it before. That's why repetition is so important.
So hearing the same words again and again is actually a good thing?
Absolutely. For example, think about these simple phrases. Take your time. No problem. That makes sense. I'm not sure. The first time you hear them, you notice them. The 10th time, they feel familiar. The 50th time, they become part of your own English.
I never realized repetition could be so powerful.
Here's a simple challenge. Choose one English podcast or YouTube channel you enjoy. Listen to it regularly. Don't worry about understanding every word. Just keep showing up. Your brain loves familiar voices, familiar sentence patterns, and familiar expressions.
So consistency is more important than studying for 3 hours once a week.
Exactly. Even 15 or 20 minutes every day can make a huge difference over time.
I like that because it's realistic. Most people can find 20 minutes.
And remember, Don't just listen with your ears, listen with your curiosity. Ask yourself simple questions. What did I understand? What new phrase did I hear? Can I use that phrase today?
That's such a simple habit, but I can see how it helps.
Exactly. Learning English isn't about being perfect. It's about giving your brain regular opportunities to hear real English. Little by little, day by day, English starts feeling more natural.
And one day you'll answer a question without translating first.
That's the moment we're working toward. In our final section, we'll put everything together and give you a simple daily routine that can help you start thinking in English naturally.
Don't miss it. It's easy to follow and only takes a few minutes each day.
Welcome to the final part of today's episode. We've talked about why we translate, why simple English works better than perfect English, and how daily listening helps your brain. Now it's time to put everything together.
I hope you're going to give us a simple plan, not a difficult one.
Don't worry. This plan is easy. In fact, it only takes a few minutes a day. The secret isn't doing more. The secret is doing it consistently.
I like the sound of that already. Where do we start?
Let's imagine your day. You wake up in the morning. Before you check your phone, look around your room and think in English. Not long sentences, just simple thoughts. Good morning. I'm awake. It's sunny today. I feel sleepy.
That's easy. I can do that before I even get out of bed.
Exactly. Then, while you're making breakfast, describe what you're doing. I'm making coffee. The water is hot. I'm cutting some fruit. This smells good.
So I'm turning everyday moments into English practice.
Exactly. No extra study time. You're simply changing the language inside your mind.
What about when I'm outside?
That's another great opportunity. If you're walking to work or school, quietly describe what you see. A busy street. Lots of cars. That dog is running. The sky is beautiful today. Your brain starts connecting English with real life instead of translation.
I never realized there were so many chances to practice.
They're everywhere. The more often you think in English, the more natural it becomes. Little by little, your brain stops asking for a translation. It starts recognizing ideas directly in English.
I guess that's why children learn so naturally. They're always surrounded by the language.
Exactly. And while you may not live in an English-speaking country, you can still create a small English environment for yourself. Listen to podcasts, watch short videos, read simple stories, change your phone to English if you feel comfortable. Every little habit helps.
I have one more question. What if I make mistakes while thinking in English?
That's a great question. The answer is make them. Seriously, mistakes mean you're practicing. If you wait until every sentence is perfect, you'll spend more time worrying than speaking.
That's true. Sometimes I stop myself before I even try.
Instead, be curious. If you don't know a word, use another one. If you make a mistake, smile and keep going. Communication always comes first. Perfect English can come later.
I think that's the biggest lesson from today's episode. Don't be afraid to use the English you already know.
Exactly. Every small sentence is another step forward. Every conversation builds confidence. Every day you practice, your brain becomes a little faster. One day, someone will ask you a question, and before you even notice, you'll answer in English, naturally, without translating.
I can't wait for that day.
And trust us, it will come. Just keep listening, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep enjoying the journey.
Before we go, here's today's challenge. At some point today, spend 5 minutes thinking only in English. Don't worry about mistakes. Keep your sentences short. Just describe your world.
Then come back and tell us how it went. What was easy? What was difficult? We'd love to hear about your experience.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We always enjoy these conversations, and we hope they help you feel more confident every day.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to follow the podcast and share it with a friend who's learning English too. Until next time, keep listening, keep speaking, and keep believing in yourself.
Take care, everyone. See you in the next episode.